My first YouTube channels that I'm making here. If you do want to see some gameplay with this guy, I did take him to the rec in another video. Pretty much has the same title as this one, different description. You can watch that one. He does only have a few badges, so he's a little rusty in those, but you will be able to see that even with a few badges and 86 overall, he kills people. He's had 16 points, 18 rebounds, and about 5 assists. So let's get into it. Obviously, this is Shaquille O'Neal. One of the best centers, arguably, ever to play the game. In my opinion, the best center to play the game. You guys can have your own. So obviously, Shaquille O'Neal was a beast in the paint. But he was a beast defender too. So I kind of played around. I wanted to make a defending, finishing, but I just couldn't do it. It didn't do enough for me on the offensive side of things. And to be honest, if you know how to play center, this is the perfect Shaq build. I repeat, if you know how to play center. Now, don't be coming out here never having played center before and think you're going to demolish with this build. You're not. Know how to play center. Come out with this build. I guarantee you are going to demolish people. Alright, so going into it, it doesn't matter what you use, right? You can use this one. You got 61 speed, 89 strength, 52 vertical, right? Personally, I went with this one. I lost a little bit of strength, I lost a little bit of speed, but I have more vertical. You can kind of see the difference there. And I will make up for that strength, but I get to keep a little bit more vertical. So your vertical actually would have gone down to about a 40. You don't want that. So, my opinion, I went with the balanced. You guys can do whatever you want, but if you want to follow this build, go ahead and go with the balanced. You're going to be better for it. Close shot, obviously you got to put this all the way up. Driving layup, Shaq didn't really do layups, so I'm going to keep that one at nothing. You'll see why here in a sec. You don't really need it anyways for the badges. Driving dunks all the way up. Standing dunk, obviously all the way up. Now, with the post hook, I only went up to 85. As you can see, that got me to 30 badges. The reason I only get to 85 is because 85 is already pretty high. Shaq was good at it, but if you hit 99 with him anyways, you're going to have it at an 89, 99.9, you'll have it at a 90 overall. You can boost it if you want, you know, and do whatever you wish to get that thing up there. And you're going to have deep hooks on Hall of Fame anyways. So for this one, Shaq could not shoot. So I leave it blank. The only thing that I am going to upgrade in here is you'll see me come back and upgrade free throw here in a little bit. Shaquille O'Neal could not shoot free throws. But you wouldn't have gotten really any more badges anywhere else, even with it. And you'll see that here in a sec. So, pass accuracy, I put it all the way up. Post moves, he's a post player. 93. Now, 19 badges, do you really need it? No. You really don't. You can go down to 12 or so and be fine, but the problem is that you literally only went down 10 attributes, and that's not going to do anything for defense. So just keep it up. So interior defense, max that out. Please max out lateral quickness. I've seen people not do it before, and it just doesn't really make sense. So you see a big difference if you don't. I know people say you don't, but you do. If you know what you're looking for, there's a big difference. So obviously you're going to max out your block, your offensive, and your defensive rebound. That's going to give you 11 badges. pretty good. But let's take that up to 12. And the reason I do that is because then you're going to have 4 gold badges on defense, which is realistically all you need. If someone says you need more, then, I mean, you've never played center. I don't know how to go more about that. And then this is where I come back and do my free throw. Reason I upload the free throw, right? I can bring these badges with me. I get 1 badge. And I don't really need it, to be honest. So you can make this with 63 badges. Don't get me wrong. If you don't want to have free throw, that's fine. But I'm telling you now, you're gonna go to the line. Plenty. And if you're playing rec or anything else, you might as well put it up. So I chose Burley here. You can see 7 foot, Shaquille O'Neal. So for the weight, I'm okay with going down in speed just ever so slightly because I know I'm going to be +8 later anyways. Most centers are pretty slow. And the only other centers that are really going to be cooking you are going to be 6'7", 6'8". And I don't mean cooking you as in beating you. I mean going to be cooking you speed-wise. You definitely should not be letting a 6'7" or 6'8" center beat you. It just shouldn't be happening. So I go up to 257. I don't want to go any lower on my speed. It allows me to go up to 86 strength, which you'll see will go back down here soon. You'll see my interior defense went up to a 79. And there you go. Max out your wingspan, my strength goes back down to an 82, so I didn't lose any strength in the end. My vertical is pretty high, and my speed is still right around where it was. So that's why I chose that pie chart, now that we're actually going back to it. You can see my driving dunk went up to a 73, so it'll go up to about a 78 when everything's said and done. If you hit 99.9. At least if it's anything like last year, it will. I haven't hit 99 on any of my players yet. Your block goes up to an 81. Offensive and defense goes up to a 79. Now, guys, I understand that that is not a high block or a high offensive or defensive rebound. But once again, like I said, if you play center and you come out with this build and you know how to box people out, you have 82 strength. You can box out. You have 63 vertical. You can jump. Trust me, you are going to grab boards. I probably average about 20 boards with this guy in a game. You just heard that I took him into 1 rec game in my last one and had 18 boards. You can watch it if you want. The guy playing with me has Hall of Fame rebounding, rebound chaser, and had 16 rebounds compared to my 18. And he was down in the paint with me. He just couldn't grab him. So, again, another preference here. Shaquille O'Neal is obviously one of the best post scorers in the game. I went with rim protector. I just like the perks that come with it. That is my preference. You guys can pick whichever one you want to go with. You'll see me go with rim protector. All right, you'll see we are shades of Hassan Whiteside, Jared Allen, and Shaquille O'Neal. Realistically, I think Shaquille O'Neal should be at top of those because, I mean, I didn't put any shooting or anything anywhere near him, so I'm pretty sure Allen at least can shoot better than Shaq, but I'll show you guys what I would put on him. So you do get 7 Hall of Fame badges if you want to put it. Now remember, I don't really like the way that they do this test for your potential here because it doesn't give you the actual 99 overall because obviously my offensive and defense still 79. If I was 99 overall, it'd be a lot higher. So we'll go into this. Shaq's a beast. Back down Punisher. Consistent finisher all the way up. Contact finisher all the way up. Put back boss all the way up. Especially this year, you need relentless finisher all the way up. I mean, you don't. But if you don't want to lose that much energy, especially when backing somebody down, put it up. I choose to put slithery finisher up. I like deep hooks. I know a lot of people talk about drop stepper. I don't use it personally. Again, all these badges are preference. This is my build that I made. You guys can make your Shaq however you want to make them. I'm just showing you how I make them. Pick and roll. I put that on silver. You'll see in a lot of games, especially when you first start playing with Shaquille O'Neal, when you set a screen and you try to do a pick and roll, he's really slow to react to it. This badge just makes it to where you're not. So I like to put that on silver every chance I get. Don't worry about lob city finisher. You're going to catch a lot of lobs. Plus you do get pro alley-oops. I believe it's pro alley-oops. So hot zone hunter. That's all you need. You can pretty much do anything you want with these. So I go... That's what mine looks like. So needle threader, because I like to do bounce passes out of the paint if somebody's open. They're easier and they don't get stolen as much if you're doing it right. Break starter, gold. I mean, that one's kind of obvious. I'm a center who grabs a rebound. If you're on the run, I don't want to throw a turnover. Dream shake is not as much for actual players because I'm going to get you to jump most of the time anyways if you're not a very good center. But if you haven't noticed or if you haven't gone against an AI, they don't jump. They keep their hands up the way that you're supposed to play. So this one's going to allow you to get them to jump. Post spin technician, obviously Shaq was a beast in the paint, so it just makes sense. Quick first step, just helps you out in all those circumstances. Unpluckable gold, you don't have any dribbling, so go ahead and put it on gold. You're still going to get the ball stolen if you're trying to dribble around. Don't be stupid. But this will keep you from getting the ball stolen from you just standing there. Bailout on bronze should still work. It's not going to work every time, but it's going to work a lot more than not having it. This one's pretty easy. Boom. Rebound chaser and box is really all you need. Intimidator, to be honest, you really actually don't need Intimidate. If you stay in front of your defender and you don't allow him to do anything, to move, to get closer to the hoop at all, you should be able to stop him from scoring. Even with badges. I've gone against 90-something overalls when he was an 85 with no badges, and he's fine. My guy that I have currently that I've made has rebound chaser on gold and nothing else, and he still keeps everybody to like nothing. You'll see his defense unless I screw up, which does happen. Rim protector on gold, and yeah, just go ahead and put intimidator on. If you don't want to put intimidator on, or you don't want to put rim protector on, you can put worm on. The only problem with worm is sometimes he will try to go around the player and the ball's already like gone and the other team's already got it at that point. So you don't need clamps. He's got 82 strength. You're not really guarding the outside anyways. Moving truck, you got 82 strength. You can push people around and no one's really going to push you around. Even with back down Punisher, you're fine. Post move lockdown, if you know how to play defense, you don't need it. Pogo stick, you don't need it. Pogo stick is to get people out of the problem or out of the trouble that they got themselves in because they decided to jump when they shouldn't have. That's all it is. Yeah, brick wall, you can use that one, but his strength being as high as it is, if you're throwing a pick for a point guard, the dude might end up on the floor anyways. I had somebody end up on the floor earlier, and I don't have that badge. So, just something to think about. And that is my Shaq build. Hope you guys enjoy. If you do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.